Obviously, the economic models and predictions you're going through are very interesting and potentially also very informative. First question is, to what extent do you see decision makers actually using these models, or maybe using them for them to inform the decision making? And then the second question is, a lot of the models we use here, they use tools like GDP, unemployment rate, a lot of sort of macroeconomic measures that are very generic, almost non-specific. You mentioned, since you've been at Citibank, really learning a lot more. Obviously, Citibank companies have sort of arrived at the big data era. To what extent do you see data and information in large companies? To what extent could that be better used to inform the decision process?
So to answer the first question, as an example of getting the framework for the stimulus wrong, the models matter. The fact that the macroeconometric models did not have a financial sector built into them led to, I think, a misdesigned stimulus. So there's a recent example where there was clearly a big effect from the modeling itself. The second question is actually where I spend a fair bit of my time. We can better predict non-farm payrolls than any published forecast can by using our credit card data, new 401k openings, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Not perfectly, but the mean squared error, the prediction errors are smaller than the published forecast. And what I find particularly frustrating about that is I can better predict the final number for non-farm payrolls, the final jobs number, than the initial one, which would be consistent with the initial one. I actually have more insight into the state of the economy, which is best reflected in that final number. And then the initial number is introducing random noise into that, and I can't predict the random noise. So I think there are actually, the National Bureau of Economic Research held a conference, this was now maybe 6 months ago, 9 months ago, specifically on this topic. How can big data help policymakers? And Hal Varian, who was a top flight economist, who's now Google's chief economist or chief research, something or other, has all of these examples of using Google data to inform policymaking in a real-time way, including, by the way, the macro variables. So they have a price index, they've got an unemployment index, and so on and so forth. The ways in which the official data and these private sector data come together is still kind of inchoate. So there's massive potential. Just based on my own experience using the Citi data, I feel like we could help BLS, for example, in predicting or in the initial forecast, but there's no easy way to do that now, and there are legitimate concerns about the biases that come from incorporating private data into public numbers. So big topic over the next 5 years, but clearly a lot of potential for improvement. And it all does matter because policymakers do actually rely on these models. Thank you very much.
I want to thank Peter Orszag, and I want to encourage you all to go to the Social Science and Policy Forum webpage for information about our upcoming events. You can also find us on Facebook, and you can also watch this and most of our workshops, lectures, and